get feedback from the regional breakout session on Sub-Saharan Africa, if Francine is in the room. Otherwise, I will request that perhaps you share in writing the recommendations so that we can incorporate them. Thank you very much. So we'll move to our excellent panelists, Dorina Lluka, CEO of YMCA in Pristina, Saya Abdullah, Youth Delegate to the United Nations representing the Netherlands, Hindu, Umaru Ibrahim, Coordinator of the Indigenous Women and Peoples Association of Chad, Max Trejo, Secretary General of OIJ, the Ibero-American Youth Organization, and Ruben Urosa, General Director of the Spanish Youth Institute. So as mentioned earlier, the overall objective of this session is to get a bit more concrete, to look into solutions and open up a dialogue on stakeholders' commitments to work with young people as partners of change in the implementation of the 2030 agenda. We will hear from panelists how they intend to work, how they work on a daily basis with youth as partners at different levels, and what opportunities or potential opportunities could be identified to scale up those efforts and also maximize the impact that we could all have in the context of the implementation. We will hear interventions for approximately 7 minutes, and after the panel there will be an opportunity to interact with the room. I will start with you, Dorina. From the perspective of your organization, YMCA, and the grassroots work that you're doing to promote and support youth participation, how do you see your role in this context, in the context of the implementation of the SDGs, and how can you facilitate greater youth participation in that context? Dorina, you have.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I represent YMCA, and our organization reaches impact of lives of close to 60 million young people. Half of them are 11 to 30 years old. And we are part of the International Coordinating Meeting of Youth Organization. It is a great concern to our organization the situation of young people today. And we are sure that it's a great concern to all the world. I am from Kosovo, exactly from Balkan region, a region that have been going through hard times for the last 20, 30 years. Where I'm from, more than 65% of our population are under 25 years old. We are all aware that, as we have seen in recent time, the high numbers of young people taking risk through sea, even now in winter time, they are running away from war, violence, persecution, poverty, and injustice to arrive as refugees in a Balkan region and trying to be safe in Europe. It is a wake-up call, and it's not a missed call. It is a call for us to create a better and safer environment so young people can grow up safe. There are so many untold stories of injustice towards young people. We believe this story is big as slavery and other horrible episodes of human history. Wherever a young person is not safe, we all fail. I have been a refugee myself, and no one can teach you how to survive in a situation like that. I was only 14 years old, and I didn't know how to protect myself when I found myself in a mountain, living with no food on the snow time. I was told I need to make sure my hair is messy, so while I walk through soldiers, I will not be raped, like a lot of women in my age did. Lucky, I passed that phase safe. I could be filled up with hate, but I chose not to, and this is all thanks to the youth organizations. They taught me through non-formal education about reconciliation and peace building, and a special thanks to the YMCA. YMCA empowered me to make a difference wherever I am and most important, they believed in me. YMCA gave me space, and I started as a volunteer, and today I lead the whole organization in my country. Today, leaders in different countries don't have a lot of faith in youth. They think youth can't be trusted, or youth are not experienced, or they can't lead because they don't know how. We all have to challenge that way of thinking. We have to trust every single young person for their potential and think that after 15 years, they will be the one leading the world. The youth of today are not only the future, they're also here in the present, and we need to invest in them. How do we want the picture to look like after 15 years? Involvement of young people in decision-making, it is essential in all levels. Encouraging them to thrive and achieve their dreams, and most important, believing in them is the way forward. We should deepen our partnership, United Nations, governments, the private sector, civil society organization. We should all bring together our forces and make a difference. And this difference can only happen if youth are not only the target, but they are the stakeholders and should actively be involved, participating in decision-making from local to global level. Young people, we know how it feels to be unemployed. We know how it is to be disencouraged and how it is to feel discriminated by gender. Young people know how it feels to be deprived of education and basic human rights. Technological advancement, shifting perception, and not stable environments require new, enhanced, and effective response mechanism. Achieving 17 goals by 2030 is a very hard road. However, we are lucky. For every problem, there is more than one solution. Increasing investment in young people is the key. This includes promoting quality education that prepares them for the future. It is essential to empower women and girls and ensure their sexual and reproductive health and human rights. A lot of times, youth organizations are underestimated. We have to remember they play a big role in achieving this plan until 2030 falls under youth organizations. Youth organizations all around the world have a lot of potential, as they are the first to give a hand to young people in need, especially in those in high-risk situations and environments. I believe that they are a big potential to deliver programs and address all SDGs in an efficient and cost-effective way. Youth organizations are very good in management. We have democratic and high level of quality governments. We can use money better than many. I call today to share more responsibility with youth organizations. Partner with us. Partner with youth organizations. As YMCA, we have been serving people for more than 170 years. And we are committed to support and address all SDGs in our 12,000 locations around the world, where we work locally, nationally, and internationally. We have a lot of experience in cooperating with United Nations agencies around the world. From Argentina and Brazil, they work with UNICEF on children and youth involvement. Similar cooperation we have in Lebanon. In Kosovo, where I'm from, we work with United Nations volunteers on environment protection. In a global level, we have experience partnering with ILO, UNDP, and UN Habitat in different initiatives. We cannot talk about sustainable development without the active involvement of youth. I would like to state that as part of a global youth empowerment movement, we confirm our commitment to help achieve SDGs, so partner with us. In this forum, we have representatives from the International Coordination Meeting of Youth Organization. We are here. Talk to us, talk to all of us. Together, we reach more than 150 million people per year. In conclusion, I would like to say that in the world today, youth are not the problem. Youth are the solution. Thank you.